Hi guys and welcome to Crazy Pepper Revenge. This channel is all about crazy true stories, stuff that happens in real life when things get a little bit messy, people dealing with drama, cheating, lies, breakups, and even revenge. Some stories are wild, some are emotional, but all of them will keep you watching. If you like real talk and real situations, you're in the right place. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stick around. This is Crazy Pepper Revenge, where the stories get spicy. I, 29M, was with Patricia, 27F, for 3 years, living together for one. She'd been dropping marriage hints constantly, showing me ring photos, talking venues, sending screenshots of princess cut rings. I was planning to propose next month. Yesterday at Local Beans, our usual coffee spot, I was working in the back corner with earbuds in, but no music playing. That's when I heard familiar laughter. Patricia was there with friends Gladys and Mary at the table behind me. They didn't notice me because of the booth divider. Something in Patricia's tone made me stay quiet. "So, you're really going through with it?" Gladys asked. Patricia's laugh was cold, cruel. "Of course, Brent's so predictable. He's been looking at rings online. I saw his browser history. God, he's such a fool." "But 3 years? That's a long time to fake it," Mary said uncertainly. "Please," Patricia scoffed. "The apartment's in his name. I barely paid for anything, and Jason's place is twice as nice. You should see his car." My hands shook, but I kept still, recording everything. Jason, her work friend who'd been appearing in her Instagram stories. "What if Brent doesn't propose when you expect?" Gladys asked. "Oh, he will. I've got him wrapped around my finger. And when he does, I'm going to let him do it in front of everyone. Get down on one knee, make his little speech. Then I'll laugh in his face and tell him what a pathetic loser he is." Jason's already got our Cabo trip booked for the next day. They giggled about how I still use a Timex watch in 2025, how I think Giovanni's is fancy, how she's been stashing money from our joint account. She talked about their secret dates, how she'd been playing me the whole time. "When's D-Day?" Gladys asked. "He always does big things at Giovanni's, that Italian place he thinks is fancy. I give him 2 weeks max. I've been sending him photos of that princess cut ring all week." Finally, they left. I watched through the window as they got into Patricia's car, still laughing. She had no idea I'd heard everything or recorded her entire confession. When Patricia came home that evening, I acted completely normal, asked about her day, listened to her lies about lunch with the girls. She kissed me and suggested Giovanni's for our anniversary. "Great idea, babe," I said, smiling. "I've been thinking we should do something special." She beamed, probably thinking her plan was working perfectly. After that, I went full detective mode. Created a fake Instagram account and started following Patricia's friends. These idiots post everything. Within 2 days, I had dozens of screenshots of them at bars with Patricia and Jason making out while she wore the promise ring I gave her last Christmas. Patricia always works late on Thursdays. I decided to grab dinner at that Thai place near her office. Guess who I saw sharing pad Thai and playing footsie? Yep, Patricia and Jason, looking very much not like coworkers. I sat at the bar, ordered a beer, and recorded clips. They were so caught up in their world they didn't notice me. Patricia was literally wiping sauce off his chin while wearing my hoodie. Next day, I ran into Gladys at the grocery store. She looked like she'd seen a ghost. I smiled and asked how the cafe meetup was. She started stammering about having to go, but I kept her there asking innocent questions. "Oh, how's Patricia doing with that big project? Must be stressful with all those late meetings." Gladys was sweating bullets. I pulled out my phone, showed her the engagement ring I'd been planning to propose with. Just a photo from Google. Her face went through 5 different emotions. She immediately called Patricia after leaving. I know because Patricia called me 5 minutes later being suspiciously sweet. My friend Jacob works at their company. Through him, I learned Jason's actually married and going through divorce. Patricia had no clue. He'd been feeding her lines about leaving his wife for months. I booked a table at the fancy steakhouse for Saturday. Patricia thought it was for a proposal. Her friends RSVP'd to celebrate after. Even Jason planned to be at the bar to watch the show. I had a different show planned. Saturday night at Bella Rosa, 7:30 p.m. I wore that blue suit Patricia always said made me look handsome. She was practically glowing, checking her phone during the drive, probably texting updates to friends and Jason. The restaurant was busy. Perfect. Her friends were already there, phones ready. I spotted Jacob at the bar right where we planned. Patricia was fidgety by dessert, waiting for me to get down on one knee. Instead, I stood up with my wine glass. I'd like to make a toast, I said loudly. Patricia's face lit up. Gladys had her phone out. To Patricia, who's been sharing my life for 3 years and who's been sharing her life with Jason from accounting for the last 8 months. The smile froze on her face. I pulled out my phone and played the cafe recording. Her voice filled our corner. I'll brutally dump him after he proposes. Jason and I already have plans for a weekend getaway to celebrate. The color drained from her face. Gladys and Mary sat there with mouths open. What's funny, I continued, is that Jason never told you he's married, did he? Patricia lost it. Jumped up, knocked over her wine glass. You damn a hole, she screamed. You set me up. The restaurant went dead quiet. No, Patricia, you set yourself up. I just decided not to be your punching bag. I turned to her friends. Did you know she was planning to humiliate me? I sent them screenshots of Patricia's conversations with Jason where she bragged about playing both of us. Patricia lunged for my phone, but Jacob stepped between us. She really lost it then. You ruined everything, she screamed, mascara running. I had it all planned. The manager came over. Patricia was escorted out, still yelling. Gladys followed, but Mary stayed behind. I didn't know, Mary said, looking sick. She told us you were controlling, that she needed a way out. She showed me her phone. Patricia had been spinning lies for months, painting herself as the sufferer. I walked out to find Patricia on the curb, sobbing into her phone, probably calling Jason. Good luck with that. His wife found out last week. How could you do this to me? Patricia whimpered. I loved you. No, I said. You loved what I could give you. There's a difference. She kept calling and texting all night, switching between threats and begging. I blocked her number. This morning my phone exploded. Patricia showed up at Jason's at midnight, causing a scene. His wife called cops. Now Patricia's all over our friend group chats trying to spin the story, but the screenshots and recording are already out there. 2 months later, the fallout has been nuclear. Jason got fired for workplace relationship violations with subordinate. Patricia got axed too after having a complete meltdown in the office. Jacob told me she literally flipped a desk, screaming about how I ruined her life. Security escorted her out while she yelled she'd make me pay. Those screenshots made their way to our entire friend circle's group chat. Her friends turned on her hard. Mary came to apologize, saying she had no idea how deep Patricia's manipulation was. Patricia had been spreading lies about me for months, telling everyone I was controlling and abusive. The screenshots proved otherwise, showing her bragging about how she could make that idiot buy me anything. Patricia tried damage control, but it backfired. She showed up at our favorite bar trying to tell her side. But Gladys just stood up and said, You're pathetic, and we all see it now. Patricia threw her drink at her, got banned, and ended up crying in the parking lot. She'd given notice at her apartment expecting to move in with me post-proposal. Now she's crashing on her cousin's couch, jobless, can't afford a new place. Last week, she showed up at my job site screaming I owed her 3 years. My crew filmed her meltdown, went viral on local Facebook. I took the ring money and booked a solo beach trip. Patricia lost it seeing my vacation photos. Met someone too, Ramona. She's nothing like Patricia, has her own life, career, doesn't play games. When Patricia tried warning Ramona about me, Ramona sent back Patricia's meltdown video and blocked her. Patricia's parents called apologizing, said they're ashamed. Their church group's seen all the videos. Patricia's moving back with parents, jobless, friendless, reputation shot. She did it all to herself. Meanwhile, I'm doing better than ever with Ramona. Karma's a witch, but not as much as Patricia. X planned to humiliate me during proposal while cheating with married coworker. I recorded her confession, exposed everything at restaurant in front of friends. She lost job, friends, apartment, and dignity, while I found someone amazing and couldn't be happier.